Hi, I'm Kathy Smith, and I'm going to show you how to make my favorite protein shake. Okay, now I consider myself a pro when it comes to protein shakes because honestly, I've been drinking them since I was in my 20s. I was living in Hawaii, I was training for a marathon at the time, and what I found was that I had researched it and found that drinking a protein shake after a workout is one of the best ways to recover, to get that protein back in your system so you can build muscle, so you can repair the muscle, and also that you can keep your energy up. And of course in Hawaii, just imagine they had the fresh papaya, the mango, so I would put together all these tropical drinks and it became my daily ritual. So let's fast forward, 40 years later, and guess what? Almost every day I'm drinking a protein shake. So let me show you what I do. With a protein shake, you have to start with the base. Now, today I'm using almond milk, but you can use anything from almond milk, and notice I use unsweetened almond milk so that I'm not adding the extra sugar. Sometimes I use coconut milk. Sometimes I actually even put in green tea. Green tea makes a nice base to keep everything, to give you a little bit of that caffeine boost. Okay, next, after your liquid, what are you gonna add next? Your protein. Now, did I mention that I have a new protein powder? I'm very excited about it. So it's the Kathy Smith Wellness Protein Powder. It's a whey protein, and I want to tell you a little bit of how this came about because it's very exciting. But I take that scooper, I put it in. Now, of course, I'm doing vanilla today, but depending on my mood, I'm kind of a chocolate kind of girl. So some mornings, I've just put that chocolate in. But let me tell you about how I came across and how I developed this whey protein. I found a company called Beneficial. Love this company. Their motto is, we change lives. And with changing lives, that motto trickles down to everything that they do, including where they source their protein. So this protein, this whey, is sourced from New Zealand, from true free-range cows that are foraging on everything from plants from the ocean to the plains. And because of that vast area where they're getting all their plants, they're getting all these nutrients, and that wide variety of nutrients makes for a full spectrum protein. Okay, we got the protein, which I'm very excited about. What's next? Well, I like to add some sort of oil. This is the 333 that I'm putting in, which is a fish, flax, and borage oil. And this one has got a little bit of a mango flavor to it. I squirt that in to make sure you get those good omegas, your fatty acids in there. Now, depending if I want to add a little bit of thickness to my shake, I will put in some yogurt. And then again, I'm always looking so that I'm not getting extra sugar. I don't see my spoon up here, so I'm just going to squeeze some in because you know when you're in the kitchen, all good chefs got to improvise. Now here's the key. Here's where your flavor comes in. Some days I can start with a banana. Other days I might just put in some fresh raspberries. I'm a blueberry fanatic. I put in the raspberries. I might put a half a banana. Other days, I might take something, and sometimes I get crazy and do it all in one day, get my greens in there. Get your greens in there. And another way to get great oil and great your omegas is with your avocado. Once again, going to put a little avocado in there. Now, what have I forgotten? I think we got it all in there. We're going to mix it up. Going to put it on. It's going to get a little loud for a second. We're going to do a little cha-cha-cha while I'm mixing. But here we go. So, get your glass ready. We'll just pretend that was long enough. I would leave that in there for another 30 seconds, but you pretend that's long enough. You mix it all up. A minute later, I get to put this in a glass. Let me just see if this is even going to look appetizing. I didn't quite do it the way that I would normally do it, but we put it in a glass, and now I sometimes sprinkle a little coconut on top. Sometimes I take, I love carob nibs. I just sprinkle them on top, or just some, like a few sunflower seeds. It gives me a little texture in my mouth, and then cheers. Breakfast. So if you want it a little more frothy, you put some ice in there. But here's the thing, having protein throughout the day is so important if you're thinking about getting rid of belly fat, if you're thinking about having to manage your weight, if you're thinking about having great energy and not having brain fog, and managing those blood sugar levels throughout the day. So for long-term health, it's really important to have good sources of protein throughout the day. And what I'm recommending is every day you find a way to have a protein shake. I'm Kathy Smith, and here's to your health.